Hey guys, we're back with the last few example applications for our hardware board. All of these applications we're going to show, I think we're going to be showing three. All of them utilize the CC3100 booster pack on top of the MSP432 launchpad. And so this first one was one of our final labs that we had in our Microprocessor Applications 2 course, where we had to make a Pong-like arcade game. So you remember Pong from the 1980s. This is more of a modern take on it with having multiple paddles as well as multiple balls, and it's also a game played over Wi-Fi. So I'm going to be the host for this game, and Wes is going to be the client. And once CC31 connects, boom, so we're in the game. And then I'm the blue player. Host is just programmed to be the blue player, and the clients can program to be the red player. And the whole idea of the game is to be hitting these balls, and whenever I hit a ball, it turns my color, which is blue, and whenever Wes hits his ball, it turns red. And then whenever the ball passes by at whatever color that it is, it will score a point for that person. It's a very straightforward game. Lots of fun actually for a lab, but just one example application of the network, how to use the networking. So moving on from this, we wanted to show the second application, which would be one of our final projects that we did, which was a Galaga-like game. So we're going to switch from this to Galaga, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back with the second of three networking applications that we wanted to show you today in our final video. So in our class, Microprocessor Applications 2, we had the creative freedom to decide what kind of final projects we wanted to implement at the end of the semester. We were broken off into pairs, and one pair wanted to make a Galaga-like arcade game. So this is their implementation of that, and for starting the game, they use the touchscreen. So I'll choose host, Wes will choose client, and we'll wait for the Wi-Fi to connect. It's been kind of acting up today, so it might be a little laggy. But now, so in this game, host is the red player again, actually the other way around from Pong. And using the buttons, we can shoot little balls, kind of like Space Invaders or Galaga. And we'll move around, shoot the balls. And very straightforward. And the whole idea for this one was at the top, you'll see the boards have 5 LEDs lit on each side, one for the red player, one for the blue player. And whenever we die, we lose one of those lights, LEDs. Wes just lost actually 2 of his lives, I guess, because you don't respawn in this implementation. And then there are levels to the game, and you keep going until both players die or until you win the game, which actually becomes quite hard to do. But again, for our demos today, our programs might be a little laggy because my Wi-Fi has been acting up today. But anyway, so that's basically the idea of this application. And the final one we'll show you involves a kind of a unique take on handling the networking application for the board. All right, guys, we're back with our final application. So this one took a little bit of a unique take on the networking aspect and wanted to create a phone-like environment, combining multiple of the labs that had been created throughout the semester, and also adding one new application, which is a messaging application between the devices. So just right now, for the purpose of this, can only connect 2 devices. So we see a home screen and then 3 apps, one with a messaging app, one with the balls app, which was lab 4 that we had showed you, which is the last of the 3 applications we showed in the previous video, and then we can use Pong. So for purposes of the video, we're only going to show the messaging and maybe the balls. And at the top left, we see the top bar is a notification bar, and the only notification right now implemented was a message icons that will show you how many unread messages you have. And so first thing we'll show on this is the messaging app itself. So if I were to go to the messaging app, and so you can see we have 2 separate phones basically right now. So the idea is 2 separate entities of this project. And the messaging app has a compose message feature or a message log feature. Right now there would be no messages in the message log, and we'll show that once we send the message. So I'll hit compose message. What this is going to do is have a one-to-one link with the other device right now. So this keyboard makes it look like sorry, I typed wrong. The resistive touchscreen can sometimes give trouble a little bit. This keyboard has a features like sort of like an iPhone or Android keyboard. And I'll do for the purpose of this, I'll just say, hey, Wes. So you can see that. And what I'll do is hit send message, which I'll let Wes bring his phone like thing over a little bit. I'll just turn it back. Okay, so once I hit send message, you'll see at the top left, he gets a little notification that he received that message. So now I'll let Wes come over to his board, and if he goes to the app.
Alright, so now if I open the messages app on mine, I can then go to message log, and that'll now show me the message that he just sent.
And it's a little hard to see, but...
So it says, hey Wes down there.
So if you guys can see there, we're not sure, but hopefully you can.
And I can go back.
And now I'll let Wes compose a message really quick, say like yo
Go to
or something.
compose message, and I'll type yo, and then hit send.
And now if you look at mine, I'll come back over. If I look at my message log, it shows me sending hey Wes, and then I received a yo. So really cool little messaging app. Now if we go back to our using this button that we had as the home button, there's a little bit of a bug there with the home screen being reprinted, but the only other thing, like we said, there's app features, so we could at the same time play this balls app separately like we had shown. And then basically that was the idea with this whole thing. I think mine has glitched up, but that was alright. Sometimes that feature was a little buggy, but the whole idea was trying to put together the labs that we had utilized. So that was pretty much the end of our videos. So several applications that we can choose to use. They are a little bit complex, the last few that we had shown in this video, for the purposes of utilizing the RTOS as well as the networking capabilities. But overall, there's plenty of applications that you can choose from and plenty of things that you can implement. So hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.